Mr. Kitty, what's wrong? You got fat all of a sudden, and now you're not feeling good. Huh? Mr. Kitty, you had a baby, and you're a woman. A woman named Mr. Kitty. Hello again. So while I'm on a roll, longtime writer for the series, Mr. Iron Raffra, also made me a fanfic. Figured keep the ball going. And so, without further ado, let's get this here. Yeah. Bro time. Oh boy, I wonder what it's about. It was a peaceful day in the Angel Bright house, as Aldy was playing some video games, and Theo was reading one of his favorite books, Angry People's Guide to Training Idiots. I betcha it was that. Hi, guys! Their sister called out. What in the world? Theo asked as he saw her hair was completely covered in bows, just everywhere. I wanted to look my best for Christine, and I couldn't decide which hair bow to wear, so I chose all of them, Minnie explained. Aren't you two just going out for ice cream? Ollie said. I still have to look great, Minnie told him. Honestly, kid, I gave up trying to figure out her stupidity years ago. Theo grumbled to Aldy. How do I look? You look beautiful, Aldy replied. Thanks, Minnie said as she hugged her little brother. Then the doorbell rang. That must be Christine. I'll see you guys later, Minnie stated as she ran off. You always say she looks beautiful, Theo told his brother. She could be dressed in garbage and you'd still say she's beautiful. Because she is beautiful, Aldy replied. Don't you think so, Theo? Well, in a way, Theo stated as his eyes started to look off in the distance. Shouldn't you get back to your game, kid? Well, that's mean. She's beautiful, you know she is. Aldy played for a few more minutes but couldn't seem to enjoy his game much as he did earlier. Then he turned it off and sat on the couch. It sure does get quiet when Minnie's gone, Aldy mentioned. True, Theo said. That's what I like about it. But she makes everything more fun, Aldy told him. And she's more than my big sister. She's my best friend. She's not going to forget about you, kid, Theo replied. You know how much she loves this family. I know. I like how happy she gets when she's around Christine, Ollie said. It just seems lonelier when Minnie's not around. Theo looked up from his book to see the long face on his little brother. Tell you what, why don't we hang out today? He suggested. Really? Aldy replied as his eyes lit up. Sure thing, kid, Theo said. You could use a good male figure in your life. But I have nothing better else to do. Thank you, Theo, Aldy cheered as he rushed over to Theo, gave the little pickle a hug. It's a pickle, it's a pickle. It's no problem, Theo replied as he tried to look uninterested. But you're too emotional for your own good. So, what should we do? Aldy anxiously asked. I guess we could go to the arcade and then finish up at the mall, Theo said. That's fine with me, Aldy told him. Then I guess our day is planned, Theo stated. Once the brothers got ready, they left the house and boarded the next bus to the arcade. I don't know if I ever told you this, but I was a legend down at the old arcade, Theo bragged. Really? Aldy said as his eyes grew with fascination. Of course, Theo replied. I used to go there with Larry and Oscar. People would stand around my machine just to watch me. Wow, Aldy exclaimed. Sadly, driving games were my only weakness, Theo said with a tone of disappointment in his voice. Why'd you stop going? The guys and I got busy with work, so I really didn't have a reason to go, Theo told him. But I'm sure my skills aren't too rusty. The bus stopped by the Vector City arcade as Theo, Aldy, and various people walked into the place. Once Theo hopped into the arcade, numerous people started to stare and talk to each other. He's back, they whispered to each other. The pickle has returned. Yes. Yes to that line. Yes to that line. Wow, you really are a legend here, Aldy said. Just like I told you, Theo smugly stated. So what do you want to play first? How about the Jumpman game? Aldy suggested. Sure thing, kid, Theo replied. Just watch the master at work. The brothers found the Jumpman game and inserted their tokens. The two moved around collecting the spots while dodging the monsters. Aldy looked around and noticed they were drawing a small crowd. Wow, people are starting to pay attention to us, Aldy said. Guess I haven't lost the touch. I think I know where this is going. The two continued playing until the monsters got both of their Chompman characters. However, none of them got enough points to reach the high score. Aldy carefully looked over the scores, but none of the names caught his eye. Where are your scores, Theo? He asked. Guess some of the other kids knocked me off the board, Theo said. Well, there are plenty of other games. Why don't we play the Rambo-nator game? Sure. Theo and Aldy inserted their tokens into the game and picked up their blasters and started shooting the evil robots. Die, robot! Die! Die, 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 die! As with the previous game, a small crowd started to gather around the machine as they got further into the game. Aldy couldn't help but see the crowd while he played the game. Theo seemed to feel encouraged with the crowd around him and continued showing off his skills. After losing a few lives and some more tokens, the brothers stopped playing. Once again, neither of them made the high scores. Aldy looked over to the high score list, and once again he didn't see his brother's name. I guess Theo's scores must have been beaten by the younger players, he thought. We each have one token left, Theo said. What do you want to play?
I don't mean to interrupt, but could you order more, please?
Sure. All right. Give me a sec. Interruption number 2 in a row. It's amazing. Sorry about this. Hi there, I'd like to place an order to pick up. Okay, it's Ava.
Okay, what can I get for you?
Just a plain burger with nothing on it.
Okay. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Alright, see ya. Bye. I'd edited that out, but I have no idea how to edit. We each have one token left, Theo said. What do you want to play? Well, how about we shoot some hoops? Aldy suggested. You're too white, Aldy. Fine with me, Theo replied. Aldy placed his token in the machine and started tossing the basketball into the hoop. He kept his eye on the basket and shot as quickly as he could before the time ran out. He managed to get up to 60 points before the game ended. Theo was up next, and he managed to toss the basketballs at a good speed while being able to land them in the net. Once again, a small crowd started to form, much to Aldy's amazement. Wow, Aldy said to one of the clerks. He must be an amazing player. He was decent, but not a professional, the clerk replied. People were only fascinated by how he could play without any hands. I guess that makes sense, Aldy said to himself. I knew it. But that didn't stop him from looking on in amazement at his older brother. Theo managed to get 73 points before his game stopped. He then looked over to Aldy as the two walked to the exit. Their next stop was the Vector City Mall, as they hopped on the next bus. "Which store should we go to?" Aldy asked. "Why don't you pick 'em, kid?" Theo told him. "Okay," Aldy replied. "Let's check out the, Toys R Us. They don't exist no more. That's sweet, though. Let's check out the Toys R Us and the Treats and Eats store." Theo didn't seem to mind his brother's choices. While the stores may seem childish, he felt like they couldn't get into a lot of trouble, which is A-OK in Theo's book. Once the bus stopped at the mall, Aldy dashed off with Theo, following behind him. The two made their way to I just realized it says Toys for Us instead of Toys R Us. You are brilliant. I apologize. And Aldy's eyes lit up and he started to smile as he saw the shelves full of toys and video games. Figures he'd be easily impressed, Theo thought. Aldy dashed to the first shelf full of various Locomon toys, Super Salamander action figures, and some wizardry. The unification cards. Whoa. "Don't these toys look great, Theo?" Aldy asked. "I guess so," Theo said. "You know, I'm too old for that kind of stuff." "You need to have more fun in your life," Aldy replied. "Thank you. Someone had to say it." "I barely have time for fun," Theo told him. "We still have 10 more aisles of toys to see," Aldy cheered. The brothers continued to move through the store as Aldy talked about each toy he saw while Theo did his best to listen. The only thing the pickle seemed to care about were some of the video games. But he didn't seem to mind since he was making his little brother happy. "So you're not going to get anything?" Theo mentioned as the two left the store. "I spent most of my money at the arcade," Aldy said. "I just wanted to look over the stuff I hope to get in the future." Next up was the local candy store, Treats and Eats. Aldy's eyes started to sparkle as he looked over the various types of candy. "Oh, you think this is good? Wait until I introduce name-pending candy store in the Vector City Park. You're gonna love it. It's run by a clown. Magic clown." Theo just seemed unimpressed by the surroundings. In the end, Aldy purchased a bag of jelly beans and the two headed back home. After a quick bus ride, the two of them got off at the stop and walked over to their apartment. "Thanks for doing this, Theo," Aldy said. "I really enjoyed spending time with you." "It was none," he replied, not wanting his little brother to know he had fun too. "It's not like I liked it or anything, baka." "I wonder if Minnie had fun too," Aldy mentioned. At that point, Aldy heard a small squeak and noticed that he stepped on a heart. He and Theo looked up to see a small cloud of hearts in the air. Lying on said cloud was a love. "Aw, she's on cloud 9. That's so cute," love-dazed Minnie. "I guess she had a good time," Aldy stated. "Come on, kid. We should get her down," Theo said. Aw, what a cute ending. And it's nice to see Theo, like Aldy and Minnie get a lot of time together, but it's nice to see the bros just being bros. So that was sweet. Thank you for writing this.